Okay, now let's go the gameplay. So the gameplay consists of five phases. So it is challenge phase, action phase, penalty phase, upgrade phase, and cleanup phase. So in the challenge phase, you will need to know which of these monsters or terrain you need to overcome. So to know that, you slide the region card slightly until it's shown what numbers you need, what numbers you need to challenge. On this, it's saying with this symbol, the challenge is 1. So you got to count 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is showing this symbol, the skull, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go back to that one. If it's showing 1, you're going to challenge this terrain. So, as showing there, you need to have at least 12 to overcome this terrain. So, that's 12. If you could not, you will be penalized by 2. So, again, we will discuss that penalize maybe when on the penal section. So, okay. So let's go with this with the travel first. Then we discuss later how we deal with the challenges. So now you assemble your action cards. So you have 4. These 4 action cards has roles. So it depends what position are you going to place them. The last one at the back is called the reserve card. It depends what you put on reserve. So reserve means on your next draw, this card stays. And if you draw another card, you still have this card with you. Okay? Next one is the element card. This one gives the element for the spell that you're going to use. The spell is the one that's giving either the damage or the movement. And the last card is on the front is the boost. This one is either boost your damage, boost your movement, and of course, boost your initiative. Initiative is located at the element card. So, when dealing with the with 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 terrain, you don't care about the initiative, but you care about the element. Since this is a thunder type terrain, well, we'll discuss it later. So you assemble now your cards. You need at least 12. So if I'm going to have this spell of this kind, so it will only give me 5. I need a yellow. But currently I don't have a yellow card. But there's one thing that you can do if you don't have a specific color that you wanted. What you could do is called fusion. If you're going to fuse 2 cards with the same element, like this, and also retain all the numbers. But after the fusion is been done, you will now decide what element this card will be. Since I need a lightning type, this blue or the water type will become lightning element. With that one, I will now have 9 instead of 5 because this symbolizes lightning. Okay? But let's say if I'm going to attack, this is a blue card, and I need a blue element or a blue water type element to have that 5 damage. So this will do. But since we need a yellow one, well, for now, right now we can have any. It's not just yellow. But on the concentration, we only have this kind of card that will give us the most movement. So that is 9. And the next one is the boost. Okay, let's make this level 3. Oh yeah. The boost will add to your movement or to your damage, whatever is the needed. Right now we need movement. So that's 9 plus 4. That is already 13. And we succeeded in defeating the terrain. So that is the action phase. But it's not yet the rewards or the upgrade. So you can't yet reward. We will go now to the penalty phase. Penalty phase has 3 resolution. First, if you succeeded doing either equal or exceed the number that the requirement, you get no penalty. Second, if you maintain at least, if you have at least a half of the terrain, on this case 12, that will be 6, you are still succeeded, half succeed, but you will suffer the penalty. This means 2 is you will discard the 2 top of your deck at the bottom. Later we will see why it is disadvantage when you're discarding card. First, you cannot get those cards. Maybe you will need to upgrade them. Maybe those are good cards for the next let's say encounter. Those are the misses that you will have, because when these cards are being depleted and we reach the dragon, we will go to the next region and then shuffle again those cards, then region 2, region 3, region 4, until we go with the last region, region 4, and we will challenge the dragon. That will be later. So let's say I didn't meet the requirements. Okay, the last one is if you don't meet the requirements, they say on this case 12, let's say my score is maybe like this, 5 only. So I didn't succeed. Let's say like that. And then you will have the penalty and no experience. On our case, even though I do not boost the card, let's say I don't fuse this one, and I just put it this way, I will still have 7. And I still meet the half. But I will be penalized discarding the 2 cards. And then afterwards, after the penalty stage, you will go the upgrade. So how many experience did you earn? You will look on the bottom. On this side, it says 5. Now, you will look on your cards that you can spend up to 5. So here, I could level up these 2, spending 3, to become level 3. So I have 2 more. If you could not spend the remaining experience, those will be discarded on the next turn. So make sure if you can spend those experience wisely to level more cards. Of course, the better the cards, the better the statistics. The numbers. You see here, this is only 3 and 5. When I level them, become 4 and 7. And it becomes stronger and stronger. Okay? So those are for the terrain challenge. Now, what about in the enemies challenge? Let's say, let's go an easier one. Yeah, this is 4. 4. So, we challenge this one. This is initiative. This is his attack and the life. So, in challenge, we need to go with the initiative. The initiative means we need at least that number so that the enemy will not have an early damage. Unlike terrain, if you miss the terrain, you have only one penalty. Here, if you miss, if you don't meet the initiative, and you only half killed the enemy, it will deal you 2 times of damage. On this case, that will be 1 plus 1, 2. On this enemy, that will be 2 and 2, that is 4. Okay? So, let's say, another scenario, you meet, let's say, on this case, let's build this card. 8 initiative, this is my element, but I don't have a card that will give me, okay, this is 3, yeah, and let's say, boost. Let's say this is my card. So, I got element of 8, the initiative, but only 3 damage, and have a boost of 2, that will be 5. So, on this scenario, 8, okay, he will not give me early damage, but since I did not kill the enemy, because I only have 7, yes, I only have 5, and this is 7, then he will deal me a damage. So, when a damage is dealt to you on the penalty phase, you will look on your defense. If your defense matches the attack, your shield will absorb twice as much. So on this example, let's say on this one, let's go with this guy. So this guy is giving a 3 shadow damage. If I block him with this kind, yeah, it absorbs 3. But if I block him with this kind of block, the normal one, let's say this one, it's not enough. Because when you take damage, you will flip the card. You will lower the level. And it doesn't, if the card doesn't suffice the damage, you need to flip again another card or rotate another card until you meet the damage. So, on this scenario again, let's make that example. Let's find a silver here. Even this is a 3 damage and this only can absorb 2, you absorb all because it absorbs twice as much damage, because this guy has a shadow damage and you have a shadow shield. Likewise also, when you attack with a shadow damage and he has a shadow shield, but this time it's little bit different. It will minus 3 on this attack. So this attack, instead of 9, it will only become 6. So remember that. So let's go back to the example. Once, let's say, the card has been, let's say, level down. On this case, we'll put it to level 2. Yeah. So that's for the penalty. You penalize if you don't either kill and you don't meet the initiative. If you don't meet the initiative and you don't meet at least a half of his life, that will be 2 damage to you and you have no experience. If you don't meet the initiative and you only kill half of his life, still that will be 2 damage. But if you meet the initiative and you kill the enemy, that's 1 damage. But if you don't meet the initiative and kill only half of his life, that is also 1 damage. It's a bit much more complex than going with the terrain. So, back to this. If you level down your card because of that damage, you can never upgrade that card for now. Maybe on the next region or the next shuffle. So, we remembered we leveled this one card down. Oh no, this one. Only these 3 cards will be level up. So, it gives 8. So, we choose. So, we can compute this is 3 plus 3 plus 2. We can level all this card. This becomes level 2 and this 2 becomes level 3. Okay? So, that is for the upgrade. Cleanup. is you're putting this card at the back. At the back of the region card that you have. Because after the dragon, that will be the region that's not being used. So let's say we have plenty battles that have done. Yeah. And again, let me remind you, if ever when you draw a card and you don't have at least 5, that will be 4 on your hand, 1 on the top, that region is already ended. Let's say in this example. So 2 left. Now I need to draw cards. I get 1, 2. So it's already ended. Then this will put on the back. Remove the dragon. Region 1 will become region 2. Then again you shuffle this again. Put the dragon at the back. Put the unused region at the back of the dragon. And then the present region will be on the top. If ever, this is another information. If ever on the penalty, you're already on level 1 and you suffer damage, the card will be trashed. When it's been trashed, it will be never used again on the game until you finish or when you reset the game. So where this card be placed, this will not be placed at the back. This will always place on the back of the dragon and at the front of the unused region. To remind you that when it's finished, it will not be included when you shuffle again the cards. Okay, let's say we have already at the end of region 4. Let's say this is the situation. Okay, let's say this is the situation. You're now region 4 and it's ending. Now you will go with the final battle with the dragon. So how does final battle works? So final battle works like this. After you shuffle the cards because of the end of the region 4, you place the dragon in the front and the 2 regions that you're not being used, including the one that we have. Yeah, and I know we have trash 1 card. Yeah, put it there at the back. Now you're set for the final battle. Final battle consists of 2 phases. One is the terrain challenge and the dragon challenge. So you pick 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, same as before, you will have 2 spells. You have 2 sets of cards. 2 spells, 2 element, 2 boosts, and 1 reserve. So what you're going to do is try to meet or exceed the number on this one. So you will add up all the movement that you have. Okay, let's make it on this one. So I want this movement. So that will be 9. On this case, 9. This one, I have blue. I have this boost card here. I have this boost card there. And of course, the same thing applies when the terrain has the same element as your movement. Let's make an example of that one. I don't have a red one. That's okay. Let's say this is the example. Okay, this is my movement. This is my boost. My boost for the second. You will add your 2 movement, 9 plus 5, that will be 14, plus the boost on this side, that will be 17, and a boost on this side, that will be 19, plus the boost of your reserve card, because I have met the color of the land challenge, which is red. So that will be 19. Now, you look where you will be on that night. On this case, we failed. Once you have failed, you don't reach the minimum, which is 20, you already failed the game, and the game is lost. So you will not proceed in damaging the dragon because you're not have the experience to go to the dragon. First, before you fight the dragon, you must go to the dragon. Then you fight the dragon. But let's make this make it, let's say, easier to have this one. So that's 14. Now, let's say we meet. If you meet only the 20, you will discard the top 3 of your deck or the top 2. When you discard those cards will not be used anymore on the next phase. So the better you only discard as minimum as possible. Only one. So that you will have many cards when you defeat the dragon. Now, there's one more kind of technique. Let's say you don't have the proper cards that you have, but you know this card has the ability that you can defeat the challenge. To do that is called grouping. It's only done one time per game. So the grouping is, let's say you have 7 cards. You discard one. Remember, when you discard, that will not be played anymore. So discard one. Then you shuffle those cards that you have. Put it at the back of the unused cards that you have shuffled a while ago. That is on the back of the deck, at the front of the region cards that you have challenged, and also this is the trash card that we have, and this card has been discarded. Okay, now, so again you get 7 cards. You're lacking, so again you have 1 card less than before. Okay, now let's say we have finished the quest on going to the dragon. So we discard one only, then let's say discard this one, the 6th one. Now, all the cards that have left, you will get them all. On this case, we have about 9, 7, 8. Oh, only 8 because we have trash 1 card. So, the same again, you will build your card with element, spell, of course, and boost. You will add all those damages. First, you will add the initiative. So, what are the initiative? Again, the initiative is the number on your element card. So, that's 3 plus 3, that's 6. This dragon needs at least a 9 initiative. If you could not give that initiative, he will add 9 damage to you. Again, we will deal that later. Okay? So, how this applies now? If you're able to damage him 22 damage, you will receive 27 damage more. Of course, when you attack the dragon, he will go also 1 attack against you that you must survive to finish the game successfully. Now, if you don't met the required initiative, that will be 27 plus 9. That will become worse if your damage is very low. But if your damage is very high, he will only give about, the 15 is the most minimum that he will attack you. Okay? So as you can see the numbers, this is 9 plus 27, 9 plus 24, 9 plus 15. If you don't meet the initiative. But if you meet the initiative, and this one, and of course, if your damage is a red type, like this one, the shield will also work. So that will minus your red fire attack on this case. So this will become 2 on this case. So how do you uh, so let's say we have defeated the dragon. Let's say we have met this condition, 32. But we didn't meet the initiative. So that's 9 plus 15. That will be 24. So now you need to meet with all of your shield to 24 to absorb all those damage. So right now this is failed. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 1, 16. Now you'll be asking me, how can I defeat that kind of dragon if I have this kind of shield? That is why you need to upgrade some cards that can absorb fire, like this one. In every set, there is always two cards that can absorb the attack of the dragons. There's always two cards. You need to find them and upgrade them as minimum as level 3. So I know there's one here. Yeah, this one is here. If you're able to have those will absorb twice of the damage. Let's say this one is on level 3, this one's level 2. These two cards alone will absorb half. That is almost 10. So if you're able to level these cards to 3 and 4, you have a fighting chance to defeating Rodvin Dragon. Okay? So I think that's all for the basic tutorial. Again, there are some more, as you can see, there are more symbols here when you are dealing with, let's say, challenges. Let's see. There are some symbols here that you can see. There are, this one, it's called the Night Travel. And this one, this is called Ambush. And we have also Hazard. Let me see. This is Hazard. Okay, let's discuss them one by one. This means if you fail to have the early damage, let's say you didn't meet the initiative, the monster will attack you twice. So if you fail the early damage and you didn't kill him, that's almost 3 times attack. This means that if you suffer a non-poisonous damage, there's 2 kinds of damage. Actually, there's a 5. Elemental, that's fires, water, thunder, and shadow, and also with poison. Poison is an optional. Let's say one, but that's not poison. If you suffer 1 damage, you suffer also 1-time penalty. The 1-time penalty, as you remember, the card will be put at the back. Okay? Now, let's go with the travel. These are called hardship. These 4 are called hardship. This means the night travel, your initiative will reduce your boost. What does it mean? Because when you travel, you don't care about the initiative of your element card. You only care about the travel. You don't care. This is the initiative and the boost. But if you have this one, this initiative will subtract this to the minimum of 0. So it's like you have no boost at all. Okay? And the last one is called the storm. So if you don't completed the terrain challenge, you will suffer the time penalties. So again, the penalties is have different penalties. It has 2, 3, 2, 3. On higher one, I know this only 3. It means if you don't, you will discard 3 cards, then you will accept 3 damage as well. So maybe you're asking, what kind of element? Well, on this case, it's a basic type. So you cannot use your shield, let's say a wind shield, a fire shield, or ice shield on those. You will accept 3 damages, and that's it. So those are called hardship. Now, in the journey, they're also called journey perils. So this one is called treacherous zone. So if you fail to meet the required challenge, you'll deal one damage as well. Steep means giving making the challenge more harder. So what's meaning of that? So increase your journey MP by the reserve card boost. So in this case, again, boost, element, spell, and reserve, boost, element, spell. So the challenge will increase depending what is the boost of your reserve card. This is the boost of my reserve card. 2 plus 11, that will be 13 instead of 11 only. Okay? On the monsters, we have also abilities. One is the freeze. This one. So, if you suffer early damage, your reserve card, when you finish the encounter, is also discarded as well, including the 3 cards that you have discarded after the fight. Poison, on this side, means on the next draw that I will have, let's say I finish this one, I have poison. On the next draw that I will have, I need to suffer 1 damage. So, this will go here. If the master has attacked you twice, let's say early damage and you did not kill him, that's 2 damage as well. So that is 2 damage. So let's say this is your card. Let's make it smaller. This card is already trash. Okay? Now, in event case, on event's case that this happens, that you suffer damage and you don't have enough cards for the next round. So what you're going to do is you will suffer the damage now instead of later. That is for the poison. Another one is for the range. Range means when you go with the action on the action phase, you need to discard your reserve. So that's 1 card less when fighting him. If you don't, you suffer early damage. Even you meet its initiative. But if you meet its initiative, let's say, I meet its initiative, maybe this one, 5 plus 5, that will be 10. That's 5 plus 5 will be 10. If I don't discard this monster will still damage me as combat. And the last one is called slow. You can use your travel movement to defeat this monster. And I think that's all for the core base of Dragons of Etching Stone. And I will do another video for the expansion of Dragons of Etching Stone. That will be, the next expansion will be Dragons of Etching Stone North Vale expansion. This will introduce 4 wizard that will modify your cards, that will have strength and weaknesses when you're challenging these dragons. Actually, when you buy that one, the expansion, this has a new set of dragons as well. So these dragons will not be used anymore, and this region will also be not used anymore. And there will be additional abilities of enemies and terrains as well. But the hardship stays. Okay? And again, that's all for now. And this is Rico of Solo Board Gaming ng Tondo. Before that, if you like this kind of video, then like and share this video so I can make this kind of video for future. And that's all. And again, this is Rico of Solo Board Gaming ng Tondo saying, knowing the game is half the battle. Bye-bye.